Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with Matthew Adams from AAA Farms, a farm here in Castlewood, Virginia. We're going to go ahead and discuss a few questions concerning genetically modified organisms, some of his farming aspects, and the crops he grows. First, Matthew, I'd like to start out with, do you actually grow GMO crops or genetically modified crops?
Yes, GMO corn.
Okay. Has that crop been successful for you?
It has.
Okay. Have you found that you have healthier and stronger livestock from this crop?
Yes, and the crops are easier to grow also because you have better weed control and insect control with them.
Okay. And that is due to the fact that these organisms are crossbred to be resistant to the weeds and the bugs naturally from the way that they're bred. Have you always grown genetically modified crops?
Yes.
Okay. So the corn, you've never grown non-GMO corn?
No.
Okay. Before GMO or genetic modifications became popular, do you think up until this point there's been a change or an increase in yield?
There has, because people can grow stronger, more fruitful crops because they don't have the competition of the weeds and the insects that they did with non-GMO crops.
Which then makes them more successful because they have more to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that benefits the consumer as far as, say, we're still talking about corn here, if I as a consumer went to buy an ear of corn, would that benefit myself? Would I get a more powerful vegetable?
You could have a better crop, it would be less damage to it from insects because the insects doesn't bother the GMO crop.
Okay, thank you. Now, with the uprising in the trend of non-GMO marketing that has recently flooded the U.S., does that affect your business in any way?
It hasn't yet.
Hasn't yet. Do you fear that it could?
It's possible in the future.
Okay. And now we'll talk about you as a consumer. For any reason, past, present, or future, could you consider buying a non-GMO product?
I wouldn't, mostly because there's no advantage to buying a non-GMO crop.
Okay. As far as if you were going to diversify your farm and grow a different crop, we'll say if alfalfa became popular, would you consider growing it genetically modified, or would you stick to more of a traditional route?
Probably a GMO variety of it.
And what would be your reasoning behind that?
The easier crop care. It'd be easier to keep the weeds out of it.
One thing that I want to consider is non-GMO products are being sold higher than just your regular genetically modified product. Do you think that is morally right or ethical, considering a a genetically modified product has less cost being put into it, so it
A non-genetically modified crop would be harder to produce. So it could, if they were paying the farmers more, it would be okay to charge more if they're paying the farmers back to grow that non-GMO product.
because of it's more labor intensive.
Yes.
Okay. Well, those were very good answers for some very tough questions, and I really appreciate it. Is there any other advice or concerns you would like to voice at this time?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Matthew, and thank you all very much. You have a good night.